Hey, this is Robert from Bike Sport Radio coming to you from Snow Valley here in Running Springs, California. Did you know Snow Valley has a bike park? Yes, they do. They have a really nice bike park. It's in its infancy stages, but I must say what they have out there is awesome. It's a lot of fun, lots of great courses, lots of great trails, great natural terrain. You feel like you're riding in Mammoth is what it reminds me of. Lots of pumice, but really forgiving and well thought out trail systems. So I'm out here today checking this out, scoping it out. But you got to come up here with the proper equipment, right? Here you go. This is the Revel. It's a Revel rail to be exact. It's a 27.5 wheel bike, full SRAm AXS equipped with Bluetooth and the rainbow chain, which you can't see anymore because it's all been used up. Anyway, Bluetooth dropper, ergon saddle, everything you'd expect, top of the line. Everything's working great on this thing. 165 mil travel bike, and let me tell you, I'm using it. Check out the rubber band. That tells you all. I'm using all the travel. So take a look though. It's really cool. I was looking at this bike thinking, wow, I can't really pedal very well, but look where that chain ring is and compared to everything and all the pivots where they're located. That right there is the trick to this bike actually climbing. It actually climbs really well. There's a couple little rollers in here where you got to pedal, and let me tell you, there's no bob. This thing just climbs. So suspension setup is key. You get this puppy dialed in and you're good to go. And I will tell you, this thing just motors over everything here. That Lyric setup, use the app, of course I'm going to forget the name of it, but I'll follow in my follow-up video. But I use the apps, the AXS app to set everything up, the AXS app, and it's awesome. It's been a great experience with this bike so far. Really happy to have it out here. Anyways, you can look up more of this. Check out Revel online. You can see the whole line of bikes they have. They also have a 29er version as well, I believe, and I'm not going to slaughter the name because I can't remember right now. Anyways, I'm going to go play and ride this bike some more, and we'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Hey, this is Robert, Bike Sport Radio, with my final reviews on the Revel Rail 27.5 Enduro bike, and here it is. This is a 2020 Revel Rail 27.5 Enduro race bike, outfitted with AXS, SRAm AXS 12-speed, derailleur, shifter, and then the Bluetooth dropper post. Pretty nice combination of stuff on this bike. Full carbon frame and the Canfeld balanced suspension design. And I wish I could go into all the details on that, but I'm not an engineer, so I couldn't even tell you how this stuff works. But I will tell you this. This suspension stays active, doesn't lock out in the braking, and allows you to climb. And that's unheard of with this much travel. We're talking 165 mil travel in the rear, and it was mated to a Lyric front fork that had 170. All the components are SRAM, descendant, stem and bars, ergon saddle, and such a great combination of bike. XX1 crankset, and I want to say that these were zip wheels, which is kind of really cool. These are a really nice set of wheels. They were called the 3.0 Moto. Let me see if I can get that down in there. And something that's really cool with these is they use the Tire Whiz, which allows you to use an app to monitor and set your air pressures and guide. All you got to do is turn on your app and you can see if you need pressure or not. Pretty cool setup. Anyways, the bike overall, I spent the day with it out in Snow Valley's bike park, and just had a blast. Took me back to my old downhill race days. Felt super comfy on the bike. Took me about a quarter of a run to go, ooh, this bike is really nice. Suspension was really supple, responsive, active. I just felt refreshed. I think I put in 30 miles of downhill that day, and I felt great. So I'm normally an XC guy, nowadays, as they say, with age, you start going downhill slower. At least that's what I say. Anyways, but no, that day I was ripping it up just like I was in my younger days. Combination of the bike, the suspension, just everything. It was definitely well suited. But one surprising thing was that it climbed really well. And that design, that suspension design right there, these links are what allow you to do that. And they run this through their entire line of bikes. Now this is one of 4 bikes they make. And it's definitely right there. They do make a 29er version. It's not called the Rail. I want to say it's called the Rascal. But there you go. You can check out the bikes at Revel. Price points start at $49.99, basically $5,000, and they max out all the way up to $10,000. There's 3 different builds, also running SRAm at this point. You can also buy them as frame sets and frame and fork sets. So, like I said, spent the whole day on this bike. Really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed playing with the SRAm AXS app as well. And that allowed me to really configure the gear shifting to something that I was used to. And it can allow me to change how the bike shifts and what levers and things like that. So that's something that's really cool to do. Here's your button setup. Up and down, up and down. You can change the orientation, how you want it to respond. It's really amazing. There's your Bluetooth dropper control there. Didn't have too many problems. Actually, didn't have any problems at all. Guide brakes did their job. Tires stuck to the pumice, no problem. And this bike's running the Minion DHF. And let's say 3.0 Moto wheels with the tire widths, air pressure sensors in there. And those sensors allow you to open up the app and see if you actually need pressure or not in the bike. So it was really cool to be able to just open up the app and go, yep, I don't need air pressure. And it pretty much gives you a range. You set your warning range to tell you if you're low or not. So beautiful bike. Colors are amazing. Really, 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 really loved how the shiny gloss on flat matte sections, it just kind of blends together really nicely. So overall, really enjoyed the bike. Took me back to my good old downhill days. Stable, responsive. It's an amazing bike. Take a look at Revel. And the SRAM components, that chain was really, everybody loved the color on that chain. I know now they make a cassette in that color as well. And the shifting was flawless. I loved it. It was just always there and never missed a shift. And it was nice to know it was consistently going to happen. The dropper worked flawlessly as well, as would be expected. I was kind of leery about Bluetooth at first. I was like, oh my gosh, maybe it's not going to sync up. Maybe it's, and there's a little bit of a learning curve when it comes to this, but once you got it down, it's pretty much does it on its own. And you know, that's it. Done deal, done deal. So I definitely look forward to riding this bike again someday. Definitely going to take it back up, hopefully to the mountains, and really play with it some more. Spent quite a bit of time doing a little bit of XC riding on it, as well as the downhill stuff, the Sky Bike Park. It's definitely an enduro bike. It will do both, and it does pedal efficiently. Can't go wrong with this guy. So take a look online, Revel, I believe revelbikes.com. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for giving me the time. Please share and get the word out. This is an amazing bike. If you're definitely in the line, if you're in the market to buy yourself a new enduro bike, take a look at the Revel line. You got a lot of good details on their website to give you exactly what these bikes are all about. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care and have a great day.